in my opinion. I prefer white onions for stir fry vegetables to me. Yeah, everyone has their preferences. Eating less meat is good for the environment too. That's very true. Though technically, technically, I think that's wrong slightly because, without being rude, if you're actually eating vegetarian, and usually it contains pulses, technically you will toot a lot more. In effect, you're actually adding more gas to the air, so you're not really doing much good, are you? So regardless what you eat, in my opinion, is you're still kind of contributing. If you're looking on the sweeter side, Vidalia onions is very nice. There's so many different types of onions you can find, from like a sharper onion to sweet to all sorts of different kind of flavors and varieties, which is nice to use. Right, so watch your fingers. Also, Ford Girl, thank you so much for the follow. How are you doing today, my friend? Hope you're having a beautiful Friday. Thank you so much for that follow, and welcome on in. Right, watch your fingers. So slice this down very nicely. And you don't have to chop as fast as I'm going, guys. You're like, gosh, chef chops that really kind of quick. So I'm actually going at a very medium speed so you guys can see. But if it's still too fast for you and you're like, oh, I want to chop like that, speed kind of comes over time. You don't force speed. You force speed, you end up with an accident. So, you know, just build up your knife skills and the speed gradually over time. It's Friday. It certainly is Friday. Cheeky Friday. How was your Friday going, Mr. Cheese? Are you looking forward to your weekend? Right, so let's cut this down as well. And also, another tip as well, using a sharp knife will actually reduce a hell of a lot of onion gases or releasing, because you're not bruising the onion with a sharp knife, you're actually slicing it, so less gases come out. I mean, some still will, but to be honest with you, I'm not crying today. It's not an emotional day today. So, yeah. Now, that's quite a lot of onions, but that's okay. We're going to cook that down. We're going to let them wilt down very nicely. So if I'm going to get a large pan on, a little bit of oil in the pan, and we're going to start cooking these down very nicely. Then we're going to start with the garlic next and the ginger. Hey, Poff. How you doing anyway? How's things? Large pan, right? Let's have a look. Beautiful. So I'm going to put this onto a high heat, or 6 out of 10. 6 out of 10. Medium high. I'm going to add a little splash of oil. So let me flip the cameras around so you guys can see what's going on, amigos. Also, on Onyx Ops. That was a tongue twister. I love it. Onyx Ops, thank you so much for the cheeky follow. How are you doing today, my friend? Hope you're doing well. It's good to have you here. Appreciate it. Right, so oil's in there. I'm going to let that heat up very nicely. While I'm waiting, I can actually probably grate up the garlic and the ginger. So I'm just going to set this aside without making too much of a mess, and we can just grate this on the side here. Right. Let's have a look. Excited. Brandy comes home today. Oh, awesome. Where's she been again, Cheese? Can I probably have asked you. I just totally forgotten. If you don't mind me asking, what has she been up to, my friend? And tomorrow I'm making Bohemian bread pizza. Oh, fantastic. And then Sunday, pepper picking. Ooh. Is that your own peppers, or is that you off to a farm to go picking? Pretty sure that's your own peppers, right? I'm good. I want to bake later, but unsure what I'm going to do yet. How about... Oh, there's so many things you could bake, from like cornbread, zucchini bread. I would have liked to make zucchini bread actually at some point, but I haven't got around to it yet. Cheeky is the word of the day, it seems. Cheeky's always the word of the day, every day. Went down to Florida for the week, so my own peppers. Oh, fantastic. Oh, fantastic. And I hope she had a nice time down at Florida. I've never been. I'd love to go one day. But we'll see. We'll see. See how time goes. So garlic, ginger. Delicious. Cheeky chef is cheeky. I don't know what you guys are on about. I think you just live in your own world over here. I don't know what you guys are on about. At least you're behaving yourselves today. That's the most important thing. So I'm kind of happy with that. Right, let's have a look. Snap that off. Though every time I usually say that, you start misbehaving. So I'm not going to say anything for today. I'm not going to say a word. Right. Don't even start, Tater. Don't even start. Don't even encourage them either. Right, let's give this a nice little peel. Now you can peel this with a side of your like butter knife, and you can scrape it, and you know, in my opinion, just peeling it is just so much quicker instead of making so much more mess. I mean, yeah, you get the peelings, but when you scrape it, they come off in little bits, and it just makes a hell of a mess in my opinion. So just use a peeler, just peel it, it's just so much easier. Right, perfect. Right, so that's good to go. So get rid of this. It's all good. Risotto stuffed peppers and some of the best. Sounds very nice. Stuffed cheeky peppers. I haven't done stuffed cheeky peppers in ages. Maybe we'll do some like beef stuffed peppers with something next week. Sounds nice. Beef and rice. Stir-fried rice with beef in a stuffed pepper, right? That sounds pretty good to me. Where's my phone? Because I need to write these ideas down, because otherwise I'll forget. Whoop. There we go. So, oh, that's for Halloween. Stuffed peppers. I'll play along with those later on today. Cool. I can't do stuffed peppers anymore. I can't do the heartburn these days. Is peppers really bad for you? If that's the case, you could always use, like, say for example, you have the butternut squash, right? You just take the top off, peel it, and you could probably kind of try and like get a little knife and just cut round it and just hollow it out. Try and hollow the seeds out as well, and then you could stuff it that way. Or you could use like a beef tomato, just cut it out, hollow it, stuff that. There's always options instead of using peppers, right? Don't have to use peppers. Right, that pan's nice and hot, so we're going to get the onions in here. So pull the pan over. I'm going to chuck them straight in. Look at that sizzle. Beautiful. Right. So we're going to cook this down till they're about nice and soft, translucent. If they color a little bit, that's fine. Add a little bit more cheeky flavor. Just don't burn them. Most important thing. So I haven't got it on too hot. It's on a medium-high, so it's not going to burn straight off the bat. Right, so what we're going to do, grate this down with my microplane, which is in the wash. So put that back there earlier on. And we also need it for the garlic as well. No, I use peppers in just like about everything, but stuffed peppers kills me. I don't know why. Maybe it's because of the main ingredients. So what do you put in there? Yeah, it might be one or two ingredients that might be causing you heartburn, or maybe it's, do you stuff it with rice, or yeah, you'll have to find out what it is. Whatever gives you like heartburn. But I thought you meant the pepper itself. So apologies, buddy. Right, so we're going to grate this down very nicely. So watch your fingers. Now, grating through a microplane is actually a lot better in my opinion. Reason for it, you sometimes get that kind of, can you see that? That really like sinewy kind of ginger, which you don't really want to put in your food. So it actually pulls out that sinew, or the strandiness from it. So we're actually grating it through here. You'll actually lose a lot of that, and it won't go in the food, which is nice. You just want the flavor. Whoa! Watch your fingers. I use like a little bit beef, rice, bread, spices. Maybe it's the bread. Maybe it's too much bread and carb. Maybe it's too much carbs. Maybe the carbs are causing you problems with heartburn, like the bread and the rice, possibly. Maybe you can just have one or the other, you know? I don't know. I'm not too sure. I'm not a doctor. I'm just making guesses right now, so. Right. Oh, let's keep that, because we're going to need it. I'm going to put that in the bin. Alright, so it's top and tail. Just want to keep this whole. Don't want to crush them down this time. Just get that excess skin off that cheeky garlic. Beautiful. So watch your fingers. I'm just making sure you get every last little bit off. You don't want that going into the food. Definitely not. So I just usually just take a little nick off the ends, and then usually the skin comes straight off. As I said, you could crush it down, but it's going to make your life a little harder when you're grating it through the microplane. Or if you've got a garlic crusher, then yeah, no. But I prefer the microplane. It's more of a finer grate rather than the garlic crusher. Even though I don't own a garlic crusher, but still, it's not the point. But you know, whichever you prefer. There's no right and wrong, guys. It's just whatever you're comfortable with using. Okie doke. So I'm going to grate that down with the ginger as well. So, and watch your fingers. Beautiful. So we get all those 3 cloves of garlic grated down very nicely into the ginger, and we can add that to the onions next. So I'll flick the camera across so you guys can see. So beautiful, the garlic, the ginger there. So let me flick this across. We can drop this straight in. Beautiful. So we're going to give that a nice little mix around now. So let me go grab my spatula, and we can give that a little cheeky mix, and then we're going to start chopping up the pepper next. Hey, King Sea Salt. Hey there, Chef. Hey, buddy. How's it going? How you doing? Let's have a look. Perfect. Actually, I want to use the other one. There we go. Also, when it comes to like cooking onions with spatulas and things, especially if you do like desserts, I like to kind of keep them separate, because then eventually, if you use one, it'll just eventually taste of onion, and you don't want that going in your dessert. So I kind of keep one spatula for desserts and then one for like kind of savories, so that you don't have any issues with it. So I try and use this one for my onions. You use an oil or butter there, Chef? Oil, just a little tablespoon of canola oil or vegetable oil, whatever you prefer. Not using butter though today. Nice, healthy, cheeky vegetable curry for today. Very delicious. So those are sweating down very nicely. They've gone very nice and translucent, as you can see. So we're going to start slowly. Turn this down a little bit. Get the spoon out of there for a second. There we go. We're going to switch over and start slicing up that beautiful pepper. So, as I said before, whichever you prefer using, you can even cut it in half and open it up. I prefer just cutting the sides off, because they're actually a lot easier to slice, in my opinion. But you know, whichever you prefer is entirely up to you. So then what we're going to do is just take the little corners off as well, so we don't lose any wastage. Beautiful, beautiful. Getting ready for work. I thought I would stop by. Really love your setup. Thank you so much, King. That's so kind of you. I hope you have a nice day at work today. I really appreciate it, and I appreciate you stopping by. Means a lot to me, amigo. Right. Everything is better with butter. So yeah, I like butter, but you know, you got to use it in moderation, like anything. Like anything. So what we're going to do is slice this down, and then we're going to dice it. I mean, if you want a bit more of a coarsely kind of curry, I suppose you could just leave them like that. I feel like I'm actually going to leave them like that rather than dice them down, so that's fine. Beautiful. Oh yeah, I was not going to dice them, am I? I'm just going to leave them as they are. So, into little strands. If you want to dice it, you can do, but I feel like I want a little bit more structure to my my curry, so just into slices rather than dicing. So, let's cut this sideways. Just a little bit, take that off. There we go. Oh no, that's good. That's bad. There we go. Right, so don't want the strands to be too long. Just about matchstick size, really, or length, shall I say. I usually leave the peppers a little thick as well. Yeah, I mean, if you want it like coarse cut up, maybe you want to cut them into squares. Really, the option's up to you how you want to do it, guys. I'm just doing it like this way. This is how I want to do it. So, but if you want to do it a different way, yeah, go for it, guys. There's plenty of options there for you to kind of adjust it to your own liking. Right. So, slice this up. But yeah, if you want to do squares or in strips or into dice, go for it. Fill your boots, as I say. Alright, let's take that little bit of pip off there as well. Watch your fingers. Fingeroonies are really important. Hey, Krugy, what's up, buddy? How you doing? How's things? Right, let's get rid of that. Right, that's starting to brown a little bit. So it's not burning, it's browning, so that's good. What we're going to do, switch over. I'm going to start adding the peppers, then we're going to add... Actually, I could probably chuck in the butternut squash next, to be honest with you. So that can go in there. Pull up all that beautiful sugar that's coming out from the onions that's caramelizing at the bottom of the pan. Fantastic. And then we're going to start adding the peppers very, very shortly. What have you been up to, Krugy? Hey, Krugy. Guess what? I'm not doing game streams anymore on Thursdays. It's just going to be... It's going to be full-on cooking 5 days a week now. As of next week. 5 days a week of cooking. How amazing is that? What have you been up to, Krugy? How's your evening going, buddy? Right, so we're going to add the peppers. Chuck them straight in as well. Now we're going to start adding the curry powder. So we've got the ginger, we've got the garlic in there. We're going to start getting the curry powder out now. I'm hoping I've got curry powder because I didn't buy any. I was like, yeah, I got loads in the cupboard. But I haven't actually looked. This will be very interesting if I haven't actually got any. So let's have a look. Let's see and find out. This could be a very interesting day. I'm pretty sure I've got some in here somewhere. Ground cinnamon. I mean, when I'm usually doing my own curry, if it's not going to be the cheap version, I would usually add a lot of spices and do my own. Oh, here it is. No, that's ground turmeric. Ground turmeric. Let's have a look. Pretty sure I have my curry powder somewhere. That was a little high pitch, sorry guys. No. Am I going to have to pull the entire cupboard out? I feel like I'm going to need to. Oh, here it is. Curry powder. Woof! I can stop sweating now. It's okay. Right, so yeah, we've got the curry powder. We're going to need to add about, I'd say, 2 tablespoons actually. Should be enough. So, also, you buy different curry powders. Some are hot, some are mild. This one is, I don't think it really says, to be honest with you. It just says organic curry powder. Doesn't really say, but the contents of curry powder are turmeric, which is obvious because of the yellow. Oh, it smells so good. Coriander, cumin, sea salt, ginger, fenugreek, cayenne pepper, cinnamon, cardamom, cloves, nutmeg, and organic. Yeah, I know that. So we're going to cook this down just a little bit, just until it starts to slightly soften, and then we're going to start adding the curry powder. But yeah, you can buy different types. I think this is more of a mild one. It does have cayenne pepper in there, but it's not going to be so hot, so there's very little cayenne pepper in there. But you can buy like more hotter or spicier curry powder if you want to. You don't burn your curry. I mean, burning your curry might be a little bit of an issue, right? Oh, cool. So now we got time for onion rings. Exactly. Now I have something to watch on Thursday mornings. Exactly. I thought, to be honest with you, I honestly thought Thursdays was a waste of my time, guys. I mean, it started off good, and you know, people were interested in it, but now it's a waste of my time, guys. I'm not gonna do. And second of all, gaming while I'm working, I feel like is moving out of my hobbies. Something that I enjoy and moving it into something to like work. I don't think I'd enjoy it. So to be honest with you, I have been debating about it for a while. I think this week was the final straw for me. So yeah, I decided I'm not going to do it anymore. So get on to the cooking, more things that you guys enjoy. So give you more of it, right? You can still stream like while you play it. No, I'm not going to do any more game streams ever again. It's just not for me. It's just not a typical thing I really enjoy. Right. And I know we're on Twitch, but I don't really care. This is my content. I'm not going to just play games for the sake of trying to get some differentiation, but, you know, I'm going to do my cooking, which is what I'm good at. Chef is only going to play some games with our emotions. Oh, yeah, definitely. That's a daily thing, but you trolled me with McDonald's, right? So it's a win-win situation. Right, so 2 tablespoons of curry's gone in there. Roughly. Yeah, perfect. So let's give that a nice little mix around. Beautiful. Oh, the smell of that. Delicious. So good. Now also, we're going to be adding spinach, chickpeas to this as well. The spinach we were going to add literally last minute when we had the roasted butternut squash. So we've already got some butternut squash in there, but we're going to add the roasted stuff near the end with the spinach. You're going to be like, well, why, Chef? Why are you going to not add the spinach now? Good question. If you put it in now, it's going to go really dark. It's going to overcook. You want to keep that nice, vibrant green and the freshness from the spinach. So all the flavors and stuff. So I like to add mine last minute so it stays nice, bright and vibrant instead of overcooked and gray and horrible. So as well as it looking dull, but also keeping it nice and fresh and vibrant, keeping those nutrients in the spinach itself. Let's have a look. Chickpeas. Time for the chickpeas. Oh yeah, I've got a can of tomatoes as well to go in there. So I'm just going to flick this over for 2 seconds. Can of tomatoes and wait, hold on. We got 2 cans of tomatoes. Wait, where's the chickpeas? Oh, there they are. Crikey. I thought I didn't buy any then. I was like, woo, I forgot. That's all good. It's all good. Right, so can opener. Where's my can opener? Oh, it's in here. Right at the bottom. Cheeky little chap. And also we got coconut milk to get out as well. Where's that? Where's that gone? Oh, here it is. Beautiful. Always give that a nice little shake. Chef is only... Oh, yeah, sorry. I'm with you now, guys. So, let's open this bad boy up. Perfect. So what we're going to do is drain this off. Without draining it off on your chopping board, right? Then you drain this off in the sink. Pull the plug. Beautiful. So those are drained off very nicely. We're actually going to chuck them straight into the